Introduction. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy rooted in self-control, wisdom, and virtue, offers valuable insights into how men should conduct themselves in relationships. While modern society often encourages emotional impulsivity, Stoicism teaches discipline, resilience, and respect, qualities that foster healthier interactions with women. In this article, we'll explore 5 key behaviors that men should avoid when dealing with women, based on Stoic principles. By steering clear of these pitfalls, men can cultivate stronger, more respectful, and more meaningful connections. Lose emotional control. Losing emotional control can have profound consequences on both personal and professional aspects of life. When emotions spiral out of control, they can cloud judgment, hinder decision-making, and strain relationships. Anger, frustration, anxiety, or sadness, when not managed effectively, can lead to impulsive actions that one may later regret. In professional settings, losing emotional control may result in conflicts with colleagues, poor communication, or a damaged reputation. In personal relationships, outbursts of uncontrolled emotions can lead to misunderstandings, broken trust, and emotional distress for both parties involved. The inability to regulate emotions can also take a toll on mental and physical health, contributing to stress, high blood pressure, and even long-term psychological conditions such as depression or anxiety. Learning emotional regulation is essential for maintaining a balanced life. Techniques such as mindfulness, deep breathing, and cognitive reframing can help individuals stay composed in challenging situations. Self-awareness is also crucial. Recognizing emotional triggers can enable a person to respond more thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Seeking support from friends, family, or professionals can also provide valuable perspectives and coping strategies. In contrast, uncontrolled emotions can lead to destructive behaviors, affecting career growth, social relationships, and overall well-being. Therefore, developing emotional intelligence and self-control is crucial for personal growth, healthy interactions, and long-term success. Seek validation from women. Seeking validation from women is a common behavior among many men, often rooted in a societal conditioning, personal insecurities, or a desire for approval. While validation can provide a temporary confidence boost, relying on it too heavily can lead to emotional dependency and self-doubt. Many men grow up believing that their worth is tied to how women perceive them, leading them to seek affirmation through compliments, attention, or romantic interest. This need for external approval can result in unhealthy behaviors, such as people-pleasing, overcompensating, or altering one's personality to fit expectations. However, true confidence comes from within, not from the opinions of others. When a man constantly looks to women for validation, he places his self-esteem in their hands, making him vulnerable to rejection, disappointment, and emotional instability. Instead of seeking approval from women, men should focus on developing self-worth through personal growth, achievements, and self-acceptance. Building confidence through purpose, discipline, and self-improvement allows a man to stand firm in his identity, regardless of external opinions. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude self-assurance and authenticity, rather than those who seek constant reassurance. Furthermore, understanding that validation should come from within helps create healthier relationships, where both partners appreciate each other without dependence on approval. A man who values himself does not need external validation to feel worthy. Instead, he seeks meaningful connections based on mutual respect and genuine attraction. Breaking free from the need for validation requires introspection, self-awareness, and a commitment to personal growth. When a man learns to validate himself, he gains emotional freedom, confidence, and the ability to navigate relationships with strength and authenticity. Ultimately, self-acceptance and inner validation lead to a more fulfilling life, where a man is not defined by how others perceive him, but by his own sense of worth. Try to control or change her. Trying to control or change someone, especially in a relationship, is a common but harmful behavior that can lead to resentment, frustration, and emotional distance. Many people enter relationships believing they can fix their partner or mold them into an ideal version, but this mindset disregards individuality and personal autonomy. Attempting to control someone, whether through manipulation, pressure, or constant criticism can create an unhealthy dynamic where one person feels suffocated and the other becomes increasingly dissatisfied. Instead of forcing change, it's important to accept people as they are and support their personal growth on their own terms. A strong, healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, understanding, and compromise rather than control. If a partner has behaviors that cause concern, open communication and encouragement are far more effective than trying to force them to change. People are more likely to grow and improve when they feel supported rather than criticized. Moreover, trying to change someone can backfire, leading to resistance and even rebellion. No one wants to feel like they are not good enough as they are. Instead of focusing on changing others, individuals should focus on self-improvement and setting healthy boundaries. If a relationship requires significant changes for it to work, it may be a sign of incompatibility rather than a problem that can be fixed. True love and respect mean accepting a partner for who they are, not who we want them to be. Understanding this can lead to healthier, more fulfilling relationships where both individuals feel valued and free to be themselves. Compromise core values for attraction. Compromising core values for attraction can lead to short-term gratification but long-term dissatisfaction. Core values are the principles that define a person's character, guiding their decisions and shaping their identity. When individuals compromise these values to gain someone's affection, they risk losing their authenticity and self-respect. Attraction, whether romantic, social, or professional, should not come at the expense of integrity. Changing one's beliefs or moral compass to please another can create internal conflict, leading to regret and resentment. Furthermore, relationships built on inauthenticity often lack stability, as they are founded on pretense rather than genuine compatibility. People who sacrifice their values for acceptance may also experience emotional exhaustion, constantly striving to maintain a facade. In contrast, maintaining strong personal principles fosters self-confidence and attracts those who appreciate one's true nature. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect and shared values, making it essential to stay true to oneself. While compromise is necessary in any relationship, it should not extend to fundamental beliefs that define one's character. Instead of altering core values for attraction, individuals should focus on self-improvement and personal growth, drawing people into their lives who align with their principles. The strongest connections are those rooted in authenticity, where both parties feel secure in expressing their true selves. Blame women for personal failures. Blaming women for personal failures is a deeply flawed and unjust mindset that reflects insecurity, irresponsibility, and societal biases. Some individuals, instead of taking accountability for their own shortcomings, find it easier to shift the blame onto women, whether it be their mothers, partners, colleagues, or even female authority figures. This pattern is often rooted in outdated gender roles that position women as caretakers or scapegoats, making them convenient targets for frustration. In relationships, for instance, men who struggle with emotional expression or commitment may blame their female partners for being too demanding, rather than acknowledging their own fears or immaturity. In the workplace, some may accuse women of being too competitive or distracting, when in reality, their own lack of skill or effort is the real issue. This toxic attitude not only damages personal growth, but also perpetuates gender inequality, reinforcing the notion that women are responsible for managing the emotions and failures of men. Blaming women also manifests in societal issues, where economic struggles, political failures, or cultural shifts are unfairly attributed to the changing roles of women rather than systemic issues or personal accountability. Instead of holding women responsible for individual downfalls, people should focus on self-reflection, resilience, and constructive problem-solving. Acknowledging one's own mistakes and working towards self-improvement is a sign of strength, whereas deflecting blame onto women only reveals weakness and an unwillingness to grow. It is crucial to challenge these harmful narratives and promote a culture where both men and women are held accountable for their own actions. Encouraging personal responsibility and mutual respect will lead to healthier relationships, stronger communities, and a more equitable society.